There is a question that quietly terrifies many of us. What do you want? People ask it in different ways. What are your goals? What's your 5 year plan? What do you want from this relationship? What do you want to do with your life? And somewhere inside, you feel a familiar tension because the honest answer is often, I don't know, or I thought I knew, but now I'm not so sure. We live in a world that celebrates clarity. We are told that the people who know what they want are the ones who succeed. They speak with confidence. They move with direction. They have bullet journals and vision boards and neat little lists of dreams and deadlines. So when the question, what do you want, arrives and your inner world doesn't immediately shout an answer, that silence might be wisdom. It might be the part of you that refuses to lie anymore. There is another reason we struggle with this question. We often think we have to know the perfect final answer, the one career we will love forever, the one city where everything will make sense, the one version of ourselves that will finally feel worthy. But life rarely works like that. Desire is not a fixed object waiting for you to discover it once and for all. It is more like a moving river you learn to wade into slowly. Today it pulls you one way, next year, another. Not because you are flaky or lost, but because you are alive, you are changing. Your experiences are changing you. So when you tell yourself, I don't know what I want, try adding one more word. Yet. I don't know what I want yet. It turns a verdict into a process. So how do you live when you don't know what you want? You begin with smaller questions. Instead of, what do I want from my whole life? Try, what do I want from this season? Instead of, what is my life purpose? Try, what kind of person do I want to be in my ordinary day? You might not know what job title you want, but you might know that you want to feel less rushed, less fake, less drained. You might not know the exact relationship you long for, but you might know that you want to feel safe, respected, and able to be yourself without shrinking. These are also wants. They are quieter, less shareable, harder to turn into a neat caption, but they are real. Sometimes it is easier to start with, how do I want my life to feel, rather than, what do I want it to look like? There is another small practice you can try. When you feel lost, instead of forcing yourself to announce a big dream, pay attention to your tiny yes and no throughout the day. Ask, which conversations leave me lighter? Which tasks make time pass faster in a good way? Where does my body relax, even just a little? Where do I always feel tense, anxious, or like I'm performing? Your body often knows before your mind admits it. The way your shoulders drop around certain people, the way you sigh with relief when a plan gets cancelled that you never wanted in the first place. These are small signals. Together they are a compass. You may not know your entire destination, but you can often sense whether a step is towards yourself or away from yourself. So if you are listening to this and thinking, I really don't know what I want, here is what I want to tell you. You are not a failure. You are not late. You are not empty. You are in the middle of a conversation with your own life, and some conversations take time. In this season, your work is not to have the perfect answer. Your work is to stay in honest contact with your questions, to keep noticing what makes you come alive even for a moment, to keep paying attention to what quietly hurts and what softly heals, to choose small steps that feel a little more like you, even if you still don't know the whole road. As you move through today, whenever that anxious thought appears, I should know what I want by now. Try replying with a kinder voice. You can say, I am learning who I am in this season. My wants will become clearer as I keep listening. You don't have to rush your becoming. Clarity is often what grows when confusion is given enough patient attention. Thank you for sitting with these questions with me. If any part of this episode echoed something in your own life, maybe write it down or let it become the beginning of a conversation with someone you trust. In another episode, we'll talk about the quiet work no one sees and how even your invisible efforts are slowly changing you. Until then, may you treat your confusion not as a crime, but as a tender sign that your heart is still searching for a life that truly fits.